Hello, ladies, gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, comrades on YouTube, to my family and the love of my life. Coming home this week, baby. Can't wait. Let me knock something out real quick and right away. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my mother. Happy birthday to you. It is my mother's 75th birthday. Woohoo! Woo! Holy sheep she had. Bless her little gizzard. She's doing well. Hanging right in there. So we love it. Going to have pizza tonight at a round table in Frisco, Texas. I wonder if it's the same round table as the one that's in Southern California, because if it is, it's pretty damn good pizza. And anyway, I hope she enjoys it. And she's going with my sister and her familia, and I'm sure probably, I'm not really sure about Micah and Allison. They're my niece and nephew, but I'm not sure exactly whether if they're going or not. But anyway, happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Whoa, see, my little demonstration slipped off the steering wheel, because as I promised, we were going to go through, yesterday I done told you that we're going to go through the recap setup that I'm on right now, and I've been on it for quite some time, and it's working. We're doing okay, but we're getting into the views. So let's see what happens. But you know what? We're gonna do it. I mean, we're gonna do it anyway. I've already had communications with my dispatcher this morning, the lovely Sandra, and she's looking for a load for me to get home that reloads tomorrow, gets me a reload for tomorrow, which is good. And I'll show you why that's good here in just a moment. So, shall we? We shall. All right. So here's my setup. This is what I have for today, my mother's birthday, July 24th. So everything that you see here is good for today. The one thing that does continue out is this 70-hour on-duty clock. As you can see over here, I only have 14 hours and 3 minutes on this particular clock. Man, I really hope this thing stays here, because it's a pretty good setup. So as you can see right here, I've only got 14 hours to go, right? Well, I got 8 hours, my 11 hours, those are for driving, and then this 14 is for all day. Once I go on duty, this 14-hour clock does not stop. Even if I go, see what I say? Even if I go off duty, this clock does not stop. The 14-hour clock, it doesn't stop. So if I go to my status, this is me once again for my current status, okay? You'll notice here over on the right that it says hours, oh, it's focusing on my finger. Hours to be gained is an hour and 52 minutes. Let's just call it 2. And then the day after that is 11. So then I start getting into bigger stuff. That hour and 52 minutes will come back to me at midnight. The 11 hours will come back to me at midnight the following night. Okay? So that's where I'm at. If you go to this 8 days, this is how you tell what's coming back. See that hour 52 and the 11 right down here on the bottom? Those are what, this is how you know what's coming back to you. So tonight I'll get this back. Tomorrow night I'll get the 11, and then after that 5.5, after that 9, after that almost 11, and by then I'm going to be home and reset this thing. But they all keep coming back, because this is the 8th day. See where it says 8 days? And I've used, where is it at? Right here. 55 hours and 56 minutes I've used in the last 8 days. So that means all of these times on the on-duty line, they're all going to come back to me. See, the top one is all zeros. That's today. I haven't run anything today. So that, obviously I don't have anything coming back yet, but by the time I get done with my day and put myself on off duty, then that's when those whatever's there will come back to me eventually, but I'm not going to be out that long. I'll be at home. Well, I might be out by then, but whatever. Anyway, these two are, well, really these four are the most important, because these are what's got to get me home and to deliver. So that's basically how it works. I can pay attention to this 8-day time used, and that's how I know what's coming back. Look at this day. This day was a doozy. I drove for almost 11 hours, got in 631 miles. Come on, that was a lovely day. But so anyway, that's how it works, and this is how you keep track of where you're at on a daily. Right on? Right on. Not that horribly complicated, but it does take a minute to get it embedded in your brain, to understand that just because you're running out of your 70-hour clock doesn't mean that you have to shut down for 34 hours. Now, if I were to do that, 34-hour reset, they like to call it, then I would get that 70 hours, back. I'd get a nice, fresh, clean 70-hour clock. And then you could just, run your arse off until you run out of that, and do a 34. Well, obviously, by the time I get home, put myself off duty, and go home for 5 days, 6 days, whatever it ends up being, then I come back to work and I've got a fresh clock. Everything's fresh. All those lines I showed you a while ago, them yellow lines, they're all the way to the right, every one of them. So that's what we have going there. So I'm going to go deliver today at a food distribution center, I told you yesterday, in Milwaukee, greater Portland area. Then I'm going to catch a load for somewhere tomorrow, but I don't know where yet. And that hopefully will get me down to Southern California, or even Bakersfield would be great. If I could deliver some in Bakersfield, I'm 90 miles from home and not even having to double back. Just deliver in Bakersfield and go home. Otherwise, I'll be going right past my home to somewhere like City of Commerce, San Bernardino, Riverside, somewhere like that, which is not unusual because there are a ton of warehouses and distribution centers and frozen food storage warehouses and stuff like that in the San Bernardino area. There's a lot of them, and City of Commerce too. So Fontana, I wouldn't be at all doubtful if I end up in one of the aforementioned cities. But if I could stop in Bakersfield and make a delivery, that would be bitching, because then I'm on my way home rather than having to pass home and backtrack. But I'm happy to do that too, whatever it takes. I don't care. I just want to go home. I want to see my family, my grandbabies, my kids. It's time. I want to show them my new truck. I got a nifty new truck. Look at that roof. See, I told you. All right, then. You know what? We're swiveling, but I got to say, this is a pretty nifty little spot. This is. I have to admit it. I'd be a fool if I didn't. I'd say my swivel level's about a 4. It's not really that bad. This is a small truck stop. One of the brothers on here yesterday's comments on my yesterday's video, he said, dude, what'd you have to do, beat somebody up to get that place? He says, all the years I'm trucking, I'd stop by there and there's never a parking spot. And I get it, it's small. I think there's 37 parking spots in this whole joint. It's a small place, there's no doubt about it. But there again, the advantage of getting somewhere and shutting down early really served a purpose here, because I got a spot, and there were a few open spots when I got here. But it's a small place, and almost all of them are reserved. So I used points and reserved my spot, and I saved the ticket. So, whatever, it worked out. So, but it is a small place, but I do like it. It's got a nice, well, let me show you really quick, just real quick. There's my view. Not a bad view. I got the window curtains shut, as you can tell, on this side and over here, because the sun is blazing in on me and it is hot. But this is a nice view. This is the front side. Look at yesterday, my windshield needs worked on, but I'll take care of that when I get fuel. Look at my video from yesterday's Old Glory. Look at my video from yesterday. You'll see the view from my back door. Pretty nifty. All right then, y'all. You are fully aware of who love you. I love y'all. I appreciate you commenting and viewing and hitting the like button. And once again, as I said, you don't have to. And anybody mad at you if you don't. I do not care. I like it, but no pressure. None in this particular venue and on this channel. No pressure. Take good care of yourself. Do something good for somebody. Hold the door open. That's all you got to do. Just something nice. Say hi to them when you walk by. Don't just look down at your feet. Say hi to them. If they don't say hi back, well, then, hey, you did your jig. Maybe they'll return the favor to somebody else. You don't know. You don't know. All right. Have a good one. Love. Peace.